Do. Hey, chat, how we doing? How are we, good sirs and, well, madams? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? We're just setting up. 1 second, chat. How we doing, boys? But don't look down. 1 second, boys. 1 second, please. They baited someone, did they really? How we doing, Luke, mate? How we doing? Hey, Lorcan, how we doing, good sir? How are we? How are we? Yeah, I'm alright, I'm alright. We're chilling, we're chilling. Got a couple of packs here. What, they baited someone in the server, yeah. Do. Had an Unreal icon pick, yeah. Who was it? Who was it? What, you got, hold it in for a... Oh. 1 second. Future Stars, oh my god. Yeah, that's class, that bit. 1 second, chat, I'm having an absolute mare here. I haven't done this for a couple of days, so I'm a little bit rusty, you know. Oh, mate. I don't know why I decided I was going to take a couple of days off, but fuck me. Now, 1 second, chat. 1 second. 1 second. $15 and 1 stream. Go on, SK. Go on, mate. That's quality from you. That is quality from you. You've packed the game in? Why, newbie? Why? All the big content creators have as well. Fair play. I mean, I've seen a few of them, right? I've seen a few of them put their videos out, right? And it's something we're going to have a talk about today. Like, just because they have doesn't mean a lot of people will. People think it's not worse than FC25. FC25 was the worst game they've ever made. It's not worse. The problem is, mate, right? It is. It's not. It's not. The problem is, right, is people think it's worse because it is what it is now, right? This game was excellent on release. This game was excellent on release, right? They just needed a few things patch, kickoff glitch, like a kickoff thing where your players weren't marking. There was a corners bug, and that was about it. Really, that was about it. Um, the game was class for a week, right? And then the more patches that people were complaining about, the more stuff. What people want in this game, right? Hey, Camden, how we doing, mate? How are we, sir? What people want in this game isn't what they actually want. They want their players to defend for them, but they don't want the opposition's players to defend for them, in a sense, if you know what I mean. Everyone last year were like, "Oh, we want to see manual defending, right? We want manual defending." They got given manual defend at the beginning of the game. They didn't like it. They didn't like it. Because they had to do something. This game was absolutely fucking class for about a week and for about 6 weeks. It was when they tried to patch kickoffs, that's when this game went to shit. How are we doing, Camden, mate? Hopefully you're well, lad. And that's fine, newbie. I agree. The champs rewards are not good for what you do. I agree. The it's a weird one because when this game first came out, it was class. Yes, exactly, SK. That's what I'm saying. So I know a lot of people are like mocking EA now, right, because of the patches that have come out, right? But that was obviously based on community feedback, right? People didn't like defending. People wanted manual defending until they realized what manual defending was. Hey Oscar, how we doing, mate? Um the This game, like I said, this game when it first came out, EA's Casino SBCs. Again, though, right? You do not have to do those SBCs. I'd, they're there if you want to do them. Do you know what I mean? They're there if you want to do them. And it's a company. It's a company, right? Right? And Anthony Day can spend 10 grand this year if he wants. He's earned that money. He can do what he wants with content. Like, I promise you now, man can't get 10 wins, is what it is. Hey, Dramatic Bad, how we doing, mate? All the content creators that have left have done EA content for years. They're just burnt out. And I think the reason why people feel like this game is the worst game they've ever made is purely because of how much they feel let down. Because when this game first came out, it was exactly how they'd advertised it in the summer. It was. They were like, oh, we're going to do this and this and this, right? People now feel let down by EA, given what they were promised and what we have now. Because what we got in the first place was exactly what they promised. But because of community feedback, people complaining, people crying online saying they can't defend, they've nerfed everything. They've patched everything. And now we have a game where it's much easier to sit there and defend with better defenders. Um, how do you get so many packs? If you join the Discord, mate, link is in the bio. It's an unlimited pack method there. Yeah, exactly, newbie. But when the game first came out, that's exactly so what they promised in the summer is exactly what we got, right? But when they say, "Oh, we're listening to you," hey, Rise, how we doing, mate? How we doing? Um, exactly, newbie. Exactly, yeah. Football used to be fun. It's not now. Say, S. Dot, how we doing, mate? How we doing? Hey, Ryan, how we doing, mate? Exactly. So, like, the the game was class. You got 92 Alan St. Maximac. Go on, lad. The game was class when it first came out. Obviously, people had their fucking issues with it, so they patched it. Roman, how we doing, mate? How we doing? Hey, Tech, how we doing, mate? Sunderland fan I am, mate, yeah. Yeah, so they've patched everything. It is what it is. The thing with evos, right? A lot of people having problems with evos as well. Um, there is an issue with evos. They make the game fun to play. Um, Problem is the play styles that come with that. Never saw the hype of Pieface. He banned you because... I mean, the thing is, though, right? Pieface is a good content creator, Oscar. Jacob, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. Jensen, thank you very much for joining the Discord, lad. Appreciate that. I want to know when would you open the packs. It's very soon, mate. Very soon. Oh yeah, Pi will be the first one to tell you as he the Discord link is in the bio, Jacob, mate. Pi will be the first one to tell you he's not great at the game, but was always yeah exactly. It's the same as Tony SK, isn't it? Yeah, to be honest though, newbie, he's got nothing. He's got nothing to gain from fighting anybody, and I don't understand why you would offer anybody out for a fight anyway. There's no reason to fight someone over them banning you from a FIFA stream, mate. Like, what are we doing? Like, I saw all that when you were posting it on Twitter as well. There's nothing to gain for anybody out of that. Like, you know what I mean? That's a pointless thing to do. Tony's great at the game, though. Yeah, he's the most underrated attacker. Yeah, but the thing is, though, newbie, you've got to understand how childish that is. Offering to fight someone that banned you from a Twitch chat. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Hey, Charlie, how we doing, mate? He was good during 23. Yeah, he doesn't like leaks in his chat, Oscar. So, hey, Mez, how we doing, mate? How we good? How we doing, Mez? Yeah, I mean, I seen you posting it on Twitter trying to fight him, and I think I said at the time it's a pointless exercise. Because the thing is, right, newbie, you were trying to be a content creator, right? At that time, you were trying to be a FIFA content creator, and you've got to understand how that makes you look. Offering to fight out offering out to fight other content creators because he banned you in a chat. Like, that's not going to get you very far at all, mate. Short team. All right, no worries, mate. Um, hey, Rugby, how we doing, mate? How we doing? Jake, how we doing, boys? How we doing? How we doing? Got Jake. Yeah, but Jake Paul already had a name. That's the thing. Jake Paul already had a name. He was like, you know what I mean? And even if Pi accepted, there's nothing in it for Pi. The only person who has something to gain from that is you. So it's pointless for Pi to do that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, how's your team so good? Because we grind the game. Hey, thank you very much for all the gifts there, boys. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I don't think you realize how big Pi is, newbie. He's like 6'4", mate. He's fucking massive. And again, it's a pointless exercise anyway. I think you've offered him out known for a fact. I think you've offered him out known for a fact he wouldn't take it. Hey, Sean, thank you very much for all them gifts, mate. What the fuck? Thank you very much for all the gifts there, Sean. Legend. Yeah, Pi's massive, mate. He's huge. But yeah, the, like getting back to this game, right? Like it's I understand the frustrations with this game, but at the end of the day, right? I kind of feel like, in a sense, the community are only got themselves to blame. In a sense, that your main team. I mean, that is a team that I do use sometimes. Um, the Sunderland team's a team I use all the time, though. We are Evo on a few cards at the moment, but yeah, but you spent money on this game as well, newbie, though. No, that like the thing is with this game, right? Is you can spend money if you want. The and it's more fool you if you spend money on this game but still complain about it. Like, there's no if you know what EA do, um, if you know what EA do, and you're still putting money into it, and you're still like complaining about it, it's at some point got to be your fault, no? Um, I don't know. What do you think, your team? I mean, I'll be honest with you. I took a little. Why are we seeing Nomez? Um, I mean, it's not awful. No, no, I get that, Mez. Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're still currently spending money now, is what I'm saying. Game's dead. I mean, thing is, mate, like the issue, like, so people will say, right, these top content creators need to speak out about this, and this, right? I don't think people understand that the majority of this player base doesn't doesn't actually watch content creators. Like, can you remember when they were going on that whole boycott thing? Like, that was never going to work anyway, because the majority of EA's money that comes from FIFA doesn't actually come from the top players. It comes from the casuals who jump on, spend a couple of quid here and there. But if you think about millions of people doing that, that's going to make millions a week, right? See if Anthony Dean never spent 10 grand on packs, they'll make 10 grand from somebody else, or like another section of the game. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Like, the hardcore player base of the people who watch, like, casuals have never heard of Ozio. Exactly. That's my point. Like, content creators are only, and people who watch content creators, are like a very small majority, like minority of the people like who actually play this game. Like, the metrics, right? You know, when they keep giving us like certain SBCs, they look at metrics and go, "Oh, this was completed this many times. This was completed through all these different things." And people are like, "Oh, well, we didn't like this. We didn't like this, right?" But that isn't the same outlook as the casuals have, right? People need to deal with it, and EA doing what they can. But to be honest, mate, right? And it's something I've spoke about for a while, right? Yeah, but again, though, Oscar, obviously people know who Danny Aaron's is, right? But the majority of the player base, or the player base of this game, the majority of it, people don't actually watch FIFA, like FIFA content creators. They don't know who they are. As mad as it sounds, Dylan, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. This game will continue to make money. I mean, look at how. Um, hey, thank you very much, SGC. Thank you very much for the follow, mate. Yeah, no worries, boys. I'll put your teams on the screen. Like, Rixer, you're in here watching me play the game. How about you fucking move on? You know what I mean? Remove playstyles. That won't happen either. They're too stubborn. The thing is though, Oscar, right? I watch I don't watch FC content, right? I watch streamers. So it doesn't matter what game that streamer's playing. I will watch a streamer for the streamer. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy watching Mezzy play like any game where he could be playing fucking Roblox. Watch him play. You know what I mean? I don't watch streamers for the game they play. I watch them for like the streamer. A Mezzy Roblox stream, yeah. No, but the thing is, though, Scooter, what they're saying is it's a boring team. The amount, like, the amount of wins you get isn't relevant in this case because Lawnmower Simulator. I'm actually going to be playing a Supermarket Simulator. What they're saying is the team you have is boring. That's what they're saying. Yeah, I've had a personal time off, Ethan, mate. I've had PTO, personal time off. Like the likes of Van der Ven, the likes of Joe Linton, the Claudia Pina, the Hernandez, you know? I mean, I've got. I mean, I think it's a boring team as well. But obviously, you get 15 and all with that, so that's fairs, you know. It's absolutely fairs, mate. I understand why people play this game, right? They play to win, which is fine. I mean, there's a fair few boring cards in that team as well, you know. Like, it's this is why, like, when people say, "Oh, can you rate my team?" I don't rate teams anymore for this reason. You know, like like I said, like I've got boring. I've got a boring formation. Nothing against anyone that hasn't. I've got boring formation. Um, you know, it just is what it is. Yeah, you can put your teams in the Discord if you want. You can put your teams in the Discord. It just is what it is. Like, and again, this is another point that I've been having. Right, like imagine, yeah, imagine if not everyone played 4-4-1-1. I know I have one. 4-5-1, 4-2-3-1, 4-2-1-3. Um, imagine if people played like actual like proper formations, right? Um, and then they didn't have like your normal evos that everybody has. Like, imagine how much more fun the game would be. So again, I think the community have got a lot to do with how boring this game is as well. Um, no, Ethan, no, definitely not, mate. No, I'm not quitting the game. No, no, absolutely not. And again, right, the content creators themselves aren't quitting the game. I watched A9 Skills video. He's just not uploading his RTG anymore. That's all that was. He's still playing the game. He's just not uploading his RTG anymore. Pi is just not uploading FIFA videos to his main channel. It's going to a different channel. That's all it is, really. I don't think I've seen a video where an actual content creator said they're quitting the game entirely. They're just either not doing something more consistently or moved it to a different channel. I don't think I've seen any content creators quit the game. So it's not really that deep for me. The thing is though, Oscar, right? The thing is, right? Now that I've been watching a lot of Pi, yeah, Alice. It's really fun, that Supermarket Simulator. The thing is with the game, mate, is that there's the when they brought out the foot birthday stuff, right? When they brought out the foot birthday stuff, I saw Kurt apologize to EA, but Kurt apologized to EA because he lost a bet. Um, Playstyles will never get removed, I don't think. But what they need to do is find a better way to balance them, and I think the best balance for that would be for them to match stats with playstyles. Yeah, that was the reason, Kareem Wood, yeah. Cully, thank you very much for the follow, me. Appreciate that. Who's your favourite Sunderland player right now? Yours is Dan Bollard. Granit Xhaka or Siddiqui. One of them two, mate. Like clubs, yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah. And there's that way, evos would have to get certain stats. But what they've got to do is figure out evos to where you don't just get certain like stats, because you can manipulate those in the future. They need to figure that out properly. The thing is though, look, and they won't do that, will they? Hey Ben, how we doing? As much as I'd like them to bin off playstyles, I don't think they would. How are you? Yeah, I'm not too bad, mate. Not too bad. How are you doing? It's it's frustrating because it's like playstyles. The thing is though, Lorcan, right? If they just went back to the beginning of the game, you know the base game they had for this year. If they can somehow sort out the corners, sort out the kickoff stuff from that, and leave it, like that Ekatike is pony for you. What playstyles do you have on the card? Does he look like this? Um, you just bought Supermarket Simulator, yeah. It looks like a fun game to play, to be fair. Yeah, but this is the thing though, career mode, right? They're like, oh, we want EA to listen to us, and now they have, you know, finesse and low driven plus instead of press proven pinged. Press proven makes them move a bit better. So for anyone like 6'1" and above, I would put press proven on. Yeah, no worries, Scooter. No worries, mate. Like the we could talk all day about the issues of this game. What I'm gonna probably do right is tonight. Cause that's how I was writing down bullet points, but then the more bullet points I was writing down, the more points I had for that fucking mate. I was trying to make a video, right? But no worries, SK, no worries. That's not bad to be fair. Bissek and Traore there. And this is again, right? Again, this is it, right? Like when you talk about fun teams, right? When you talk about fun teams, like would you see it? I would see it in this team. Dorgu and Cancelo are what you would call like meta cards, right? That are the Goulet probably, and maybe Ekatike. Everybody else is a bit of fun, you know? It's not your standard one, but then this is the team I use the majority of the time. Hey Dylan, how we doing, mate? So this is my but even then, right? Even then, look at the play styles, right? He's missing I would say precision header. Precision header, and do we put press proven on centre backs, chat? Did you see the Morgan card that's going to be a pain to play against? I didn't, mate. No. Yeah, he's missing nothing. Yeah, but I mean, like, I can put two more playstyles on him. So with those two open ones, do I go precision header and press proven? Um, Precision header from corners, Trickster and Far Reach, yeah, you might be right, you go. You know what I mean? You might be right there. Yeah. So we got him, and he's 6'2" and lengthy. Pinged, yeah, Pinged's a good shout. Alderete, he had these two from, like, evos. But that's Alderete. He had Block Plus from his inform anyway. Trey Hume. Like, all, like, at now, right, especially with evos, all we have now is more players. No, that is true. That is true, Logan. Oh. United past and present. That the 15-0 team, yeah. It's interesting as well because you don't have an out and out like CDM in a sense, do you? You don't have like an out and out. One's attacking, one's box to box, I think. Oh, by the way, obviously during my personal time off, I forgot that I had to Evo Siddiqui, so I spent 500,000 coins to put him in that huge Evo, and I didn't do it. So we took a huge L there, but is what it is. Is what it is. Um, yeah. I've just showed you the team there. It was the one with Lingard in and Rolfo. Hey, Camden. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I had personal time off, mate. So it wasn't. It was like the least of my worries that 500k Evo. I'll be honest. But yeah, that's the team. Hey, go on, Corby lad. Squad battles Elite One. Go on. Yeah, I saw he went live. Yeah. Yeah, I'm all right, Dylan. Yeah, I was all right, but I had like personal time off. So, any Evo leaks? Couldn't tell you, mate. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Rivals of the Sweatfest. And again, right, it comes down to like, especially with stuff like that, right? Because, right, so what we're getting here, nothing extra. The thing is, though, right, like, and this is the problem, right, Scooter. Pete, Mateus, thank you very much for the gift there, mate. Appreciate that, lad. Legend, thank you. Um, so the fun of playing for me doesn't come with winning. It's playing with players that I actually want to play with. Do you know what I mean? Hey, thank you very much for the gift, mate. You absolute legend. Thank you. Like, I can play a game. Like, I'm Evo and Nico O'Reilly. I'm Evo and Pogba here because these Evos don't go on any Sunderland cards I've got. So I'm Evo and these up for Gauntlet teams. This is going to be Nico O'Reilly when he's done. Hey, thank you very much for the follow, Mateus. Appreciate that, lad. Legend. No, see, because with me, right, I would much prefer. And exactly right. Different people find fun in this game in different ways. Hey, Elias, Ellis, sorry. Thank you very much for the Ellis. Thank you very much for the gift there, mate. You absolute fucking legend. Thank you. Thank you very much, mate. Hey, appreciate the follow on Twitch as well, mate. Like with Evos, right? You don't have to. Like, so I'll take your team for instance, right? I appreciate that, Ellis. Thank you very much, mate. I'll take your team, for instance, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So with this, right, there's a lot of cards here, like Van der Ven. You've got Theo Hernandez. You've got what's she called? The left mid there. Um, and then Joe Linton. You got Pina. Yeah, Salma. Everyone has that card. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's an Ibanez in there. Everyone has that. Like, FIFA. It, especially now, you can make any card meta, any card you want. The issue with them types of cards is everyone has them. So, for instance, right, if you look at say Bollard, for instance, right, he's missing nothing as a centre back. Maybe pinged, right? Pinged and precision header. You know what I mean? Like, when you can make any single card you want meta, people see it's boring because you've got so many different choices and so many different cards you can make. Because there was no evos at the time. There was no evos at the time, and I had to hurry him because he was expiring. So, but yeah, so I would be giving him pinged and precision header. Yeah, of course you can, Joe, mate. Yeah, you can do Ellis. Yeah, how we doing, Joe, mate? How we doing? And like, so Dennis Sirkin, for instance, is excellent. You got Donnarumma team of the year first pack back. I mean, to be honest, mate, like that's class. John, thank you very much for the follow, mate. No tricks to quick sell. What on a centre back? Yeah, fair play. What's the best way to upgrade your team? Besides the store, mate, which I wouldn't go to, probably premium mixed league upgrades to give you a lot of like packs. No, I know you're joking, mate. I know you're joking. Because you know when they brought out Foot Birthday and they allowed you to put all them playstyles on your cards, I bet you they did that um to try and figure out what the most OP things are, what everyone goes for. He's never going to sell, is he? Hey, Alex, how we doing, mate? 500k in 3 days. Go on, lad. Love that. Right, so we've got 1.46 million, right? Say how much we have by the end of the stream. You got Foot Birthday Ronaldo out of the season pass pick things. Can you do that? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I know what you mean. I thought you meant R9. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, and that's why people say it's boring, Scooter, because you're like in that regard, you're not playing for fun. Because playing to win and playing for fun is two different things. That's what people are seeing. Obviously, you can play the game however you like. You know what I mean? It's entirely up to you. Is there a new promo on Friday? Yeah, it's Trophy Titans, mate. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do them, Oscar. No, no. Yeah, do the premium, mate. The premium mixed. They're about the same price, to be fair. This is where all these packs came from, by the way. Are rares selling, like, and if they are, at what price? Yeah, yeah, the premium ones, mate, yeah. I don't use Foot Genie, mate. No, with Foot Genie you've got a 700. All right, no worries, career mode. With Foot Genie, mate, you've got to log in with your EA like account. Don't trust that. I'll be honest. Fair play if you've used it for 3 days, mate. You know, fair play. No, you don't need a good PC, mate. No, no, you don't need a good PC. No. Yeah, it's your EA login, mate. Yeah, that was my biggest issue with it. I mean, I don't know. I don't. That's entirely up to you, mate. Entirely up to you. That. Yeah, try Meld. Try Meld. It basically, mate, it's another streaming software that's much lighter on your PC. It's what I use. Yes, it is spelled like that, mate. Yeah, it is. Anytime, mate. Anytime. Anytime. And unlike OBS, it's already got built-in um vertical streaming things. So automatically it's better. It takes a lot less resources and stuff like that, so it's so much better. Yeah, so after stream I'm probably gonna do like a YouTube video for my thoughts on the game. Not that anyone cares, but you know, that way I can actually like put the points across I want to make. Um, it was more so in case I missed anything, career mode. Like, because you know when like you're talking about something and then after you like do a video, you're like, oh shit, like I missed this. It was in case anybody came up with like something that I'd missed or something. And it was just a general topic of conversation, to be fair. So I feel like I could be more active in the Discord. Um, Um, to be honest, mate, I think Quick Step is quite good. Pinged finessing Quick Step at right mid. Yeah, I mean it can't be bad, surely. That can't be bad. Hey, how we doing, Barnes, mate? How are we, sir? Ba, 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 ba. Do, 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 do. Grinding to level 90 on clubs. Fucking hell. Fair play, mate. Gotta respect it, you know? I've got a few things I need to do on this game, like. I've got a fair few things I need to do on this game. All the stuff you and my. FIFA 21. Yup. Yep. Anyone played the new Arc update? It's very good. Very, very good. Really enjoyed playing that yesterday. Brought a new Arc in called a Vaporizer. Sick. It makes everything like really hard now, so because there's people who are still trying to do PvP, but it's really hard to do PvP now. Um, because the new Arc out there fucking ruthless. They're ruthless. Um, I've also got a new way of doing these SBCs. So off stream, I'll just open the fucking untradeable packs to get all the fodder through quickly. Um, of course you can ask me a question, mate. 2K had a W update on WWE, reduced stamina drain in multi-man matches. Ooh, that's all right, isn't it? That's all right. I know Apex had a class update the other day. Oh, check this out, chat. Look, your boy went off in this game. We went off. We went off, by the way. Then a couple of days before that, we went off again. Yeah. Mate, I was frying. I was frying. There's the entire game, by the way. That is the entire game. Um, your head-to-head won't let you play online. When you try and start a game, it sends you to play a friend. I have no idea what that means, mate. I have no idea what that means. Yeah. I'll be honest, Cream mode, I was lacing folk. I was getting the feel back for Apex yesterday, the other day, mate. Oh, mate, I was frying all night. Because I figured that trying to do this all the time, um, it'd be very difficult. Um, to get all the fodder every single day. It's a bit monotonous. But if I can if I can just do the tradable packs, at least you boys can see like something worth watching, you know. If we pack something tradable, it's class. If we don't, then um something called peel tools, just to build SBCs, mate. Just to build SBCs. Well, auto SBC mainly. Auto SBC allows me to build SBCs quickly, but we're still limited at the same amount as everybody else. So, um, yeah, auto SBC basically means they just build the SBCs for you. Buy all the cards on the console and build them on the web app. I don't know where you would get it, mate. From the Google store. I mean, it could be, mate. Yeah, it could be. I also got approached by MMO the other day. EXP for coin thingies, but I'm in two minds over that as well. Yeah, that's auto SBC link. Would you be able to set up a command for that, like exclamation mark auto SBC? That Maxi. Take the deal. I mean, it's not much of a deal, mate. I'll be honest, but it might be a start. Because obviously, like I don't I'm not like big time, so my deal would be commission based, which would mean that I would get a certain amount of whatever anyone bought. So mine would rely on sales rather than like just like a payment. Because some creators who have deals with like MMO and stuff like that, they get paid like a set amount every month, regardless whether people use it or not. So yeah, I mean they do start somewhere. Whatever cards you have, Sean, whatever cards you have that would fit in there that would get better from them. What you need to do, mate, is do evos for what you need rather than what everybody else is doing. You know, because if you're doing what everybody else has got, they might not fit how you play. Do you know what I mean? It's part of the reason why people think this game's boring because everyone uses the same cards, use the same formations. Like you go into a weekend league game, right? You go into a weekend league game, you're guaranteed to play a Van de Ven, you're guaranteed to play a Theo Hernandez, you're going to play a Claudia Pina, you're going to play a Salmi, you're going to play a Joe Linton. You know what I mean? Like, oh mate, that would be hilarious. Oh no, honestly, I've seen a lot of people use that Salma. The problem that's what I'm saying though, like, and it's not like, oh, here we go, we got tradable one chat. Right back. Right. Um I, the problem is that people feel like they need those cards when all they really need is another card that looks like that. In certain instances, like Joe Linton, um, he's that meta because of his like body type and stuff. Hey Ramesh, how we doing, mate? There's user, thank you very much for the follow, mate. You can make any card you want on, or nearly every card on this game you want. You can make it meta. I would agree, user. I would agree, mate. Yeah, and a big reason for that was Foot Birthday. Foot Birthday. Um, while it was an excellent concept and I really enjoyed it, it also makes every promo after it pointless because you've already got cards you want. Oh yeah, exactly, user. Yeah, but like if you remember the beginning of the game, everyone was loving it, weren't they? And we have to remember again. You have to remember that all the changes came into the game was based off of what the community wanted. Whether that was the community as a whole or not is entirely different, like a different argument. But the thing is, EA can't just listen to the top players. They can't. Because this game would then become just a meta sweat. That's all it would be. Which it is now. To be honest, I don't think that new McAllister will be any good, no. He'd be decent, but he wouldn't be. Problem is if you listen to everyone, you're never going to get an agreement. Because a lot of people like player locks. A lot of people hate them. Look what they did to goalkeeper movement. They took it out of the game. Or they practically took it out of the game. There's so much in this game that people disagree with. You're never going to make a perfect game, and it's just constantly going to be going backwards and forwards. What they need to do is release a game like they did at the beginning of the year, release the game and leave it. And only patch like serious issues. Because at the end of the day, if you're all playing the same game, then there's no disadvantage, right? So with the kickoffs, everyone has to play against it, right? Corners, everyone had to play against it. Some were better at it than others. While it might be a wild take, look at how we've got the game now, right? What they need to do is release a game and leave it. Simple as that. Because then everyone is consistently playing against the same stuff. And over time, you will learn that. Kickoffs and corners were the most broken thing at the beginning of the game. They try to patch it to ruin the game. What, with the right stick? That's still a thing, Barnes. I use it. Hey, Brad, how we doing, mate? And to be honest, at the beginning of the game, right? You fucked up there, didn't you, Keza? You fucked up there, mate. Unlucky, though. Welcome in. Welcome in. Aye, yeah. It is what it is, mate. It happens to the best of us, you know? Happens to the best of us. Um, but yeah, I'll do a video tonight, and hopefully we can get I can get my points across. You know, Keza, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. Hopefully, I can get my point across. You know, Not that I'm aware of, mate. 'Cause that squad is the one that fits the SBC. So whatever squad it gives you, that's the best squad you have to fit that SBC, mate. What's your issue like? What's happening? Yeah, but what players are they though? And to be honest, if they're untradeable, mate, if they're untradeable, them being extinct is irrelevant because they're only worth the value of the rating of that card. If you're holding onto a card because it's extinct and it's untradeable, then and you're not using it, it's putting in concepts. Turn on extend to tradable. Interesting. Mm-mm. Yeah, career mode knows more about that than me. I don't mess around with all that bollocks. I just use it to build SBCs I've already bought the cards for, you know. So already I think we've made nearly 200k. Yeah, we have. If you want to see how I built these packs, by the way, we do have a video on YouTube. Maybe career mode, yeah. Yep. Don't let it slip away. We live beyond the days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. Cecilia. Never die. A walkout. Tradable. Come on. Centre back. French. Saliba. A double walkout. Wow. Fucking hell. I'm going to run toilet, boys. Give me a second, all right? Going to get a bottle of water as well. Shouldn't be too. Lamens could be out for the rest of the season. Oh, no. When you would click auto build and it would use the same concept players over and over and over again, and the concept players were extinct. Oh, you'll need. Well, to be honest, mate, the quickest way of doing it is buying the cards on console, then building them with auto SBC on the fucking thing, the web app. But there's also something called FC Enhancer, where you can like copy in squad, like what they're called squad fucking like preset squads, and then you can buy them. Yeah, enhancers for when you're not able to get the FC on the console. Yeah. Um, it depends on. Hey, how we doing, Bruno G? How we doing, mate? No. Enhancer can't get you banned. No. Well, I mean, it can, but you've got to like exploit it. There's like peel tools can get you banned if you use the sniping filters. Yeah, because that with that league, mate, all you need to do, like the cards are like 250 coins each. The cards are literally like 250 coins each. So if you were to jump on the game, buy them. Yeah. As long as all you're doing is building SBCs, mate, you're fine. Once you start buying cards with like sniping filters and stuff like that, that's when it starts getting dicey. Um, to be honest, Bruno, you might be able to finish higher than us now because you've only got one game a week. So I don't know how we're gonna play, to be honest. We've got Tottenham first game back. I think you've got Palace. It'll be interesting. And now we're falling all the way down. It'll be interesting, mate. I seen that you sold your ground tier owners as well. That was quite interesting. Yeah. You can use Peel Tools, Enhancer, and Auto SBC at the same time. They've all got features out of class. So, I mean, it is in a sense, Bruno, because UEFA don't accept that as profit, so you will have breached UEFA's financial fair play. What happens with that is an entirely different thing. I don't know. So there could be a fine coming from UEFA. Yeah, it'll be a fine for that, surely. Yeah. But to be honest, mate, like I'm surprised it's took you this long to do it. To be honest, what do you think? To be honest, mate, I've said for a while, right, that there's no danger of your owners going broke, right? I would say if your owners put aside the same value of the club into like a little safekeeping for um for like, see if your owners didn't want the club anymore or they broke any rules, a club would get taken off them. They would get that money back from the safekeeping, then they could move on, right? Like, there's no risk of you ever going bust with your owners. So I don't understand why Newcastle are being held. They brought in these rules to stop Newcastle from spending money. That's what PSR is, by the way. Like, that's what it is. Like, PSR was brought in to stop Newcastle from spending money because the big teams in the league were scared that Newcastle were going to go and join them. And with them being like 27 times richer than City, it worried them a lot. So it's mental to me that that's a thing. Because surely that's against sport and fairness as well. You can't bring in rules for one team when literally some of the teams in that. If you buy players using the buy players thing after, is that where it says like 95% at the top? Is that the screen that you're on about? Where it's got like 95 and you can drag the other bar up to like 120? Yeah, I would go 95 to 120. You can't get banned for that. As long as that doesn't drop below 95, you're fine. Because if it does drop below 95, that's when you start like triggering the sniping bot. You can't get banned for that because you're buying them for market value. Yeah, I would go 95 to 120, mate. Yeah. 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 As is 91 SBC so good you should do it. I'm alright at the minute. I've got too many cards in that position, mate. Yeah, we're not getting anyone good in our packs at the minute. Nah, I would go 95 to 120. Basically, mate, you know how like you do like sometimes you'll not get all the cards in one run. It just makes it quick. You've got to pay like an extra 100 coins, maybe sometimes for a card. That's about it. It's not that much. It's like another 50 to 100 coins, sometimes 150 coins in some instances. It just means that all your cards get bought quicker. So you can do the league runs quicker, really. All it means. Um, he can play striker. Yeah, I know, but I'm not going to play as a striker. You know? Like, I don't think it makes any sense. What was that with Chelsea in the middle of the circle with the ref? Yeah, it's not. It's utter what nonsense is what it is, mate. It's football these days, mate, is shit. I'll be honest with you. Like, it's over refed, it's over coached, it's over thingied on stats, and it's just not as good as it used to be. It's really not. Like, it's so shit now. It's so predictable. It's so shit, and it's so catered to the bigger teams with all the money that there's a ceiling for a lot of teams, and yeah, a few teams might break through, but it's not. It's not as good as it used to be. And I don't care what anybody else is. It's just not. Nowadays, there's not as many world class players in football nowadays that there used to be. There's not. The term world class nowadays is very few and far between in players now. There's not an abundance of world class players like there used to be. There was so many players who were world class way back when. So many. So many. And there was teams made up of world class players as well. Now, very, very few players are world class. Very few. And it shows as well. It shows. Um, Left one is 95, the right one is 120. Yes, mate. Yes. What do you mean, the tough gold squad? What do you mean? I have no idea, Bruno. I don't know what you mean, mate. Yeah, so like Peel Tools, Easy SBC, sorry, Peel Tools, Auto SBC, and FC Enhancer. They're the three that a lot of people use. A lot of people use Fujini now, but some people appear to use it. So, um, but yeah, there's a lot of bots out there. Alan Shearer, yeah, Alan Shearer is still the best striker the Premier League's ever seen, and people that can argue that, they're gonna be wrong, but they can argue that Alan Shearer was fucking phenomenal. And those who didn't watch Alan Shearer don't understand how good he was. He was fucking phenomenal. Ba, 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 ba. He is the best striker, Barnes. Even like, there's no way you can say he isn't. The best striker in the Premier League was Kane is much better, much more complete and a better technically. Yeah, but as an out and out goal scorer, Alan Shearer was better. We're talking about like out and out goal scorers. Like Aguero was better than Kane as a striker. But people will like Kane is very good. Kane's excellent, by the way. But Kane is more comparable to Rooney because of the technical ability. Kane and Rooney were both excellent strikers. Yeah. But Alan Shearer scored free kicks. He scored headers. He scored diving headers, volleys, tap ins. Back in his day, he was quick. Shearer scored from distance, 6 yard box, 18 yard box. Like, Shearer scored from everywhere. He wasn't just a threat in like aspects of a game. He was always a threat. Always a threat, that man. Very, very good. And that's what's missing from players nowadays, mate. Like, I would say Haaland. Doing that for Newcastle wasn't easy. Alan Shearer was consistently over 20 goals a season in the Premier League, by the way. Now, to be honest, Bruno, mate, I like football. So I don't mind talking about football. And I won't give any like opinion just to try and force an agenda. It's pointless. I see a lot of people do that. Like, it's very easy, right, for me to sit here, wear a Sunderland shirt and tell you that Alan Shearer was shit. I could do that all day, but I'd be lying. So, the fucking point in that, you know? But, you know? Honestly, Scooter, you won't because I do that. That's how I know you won't, because I've been doing that since December. first week of December, I've been doing what you're doing now, and it's now April. So, um, to be honest, mate, there's not. I mean, you'd need a new right back and a new left back, but and maybe a better striker than Van Basten. But again, it's all down to how you play. It's all down to how you play. What division are you in, and what like how many wins do you get there? To be honest, Ethan, I like having footballing conversations, mate. Like the best striker in the Premier League I've ever seen is Alan Shearer. The best player I've ever seen is Thierry Henry. Right back's all 90 stats. Fair play, fair play, fair play, fair play. Yeah. Maybe try a 4-4-1-1, mate. Maybe. What about Alan St. Maxima? Alan St. Maxima was the thing with Maxi, mate. I enjoyed watching him because he was unpredictable. But the issue with him, mate, is he didn't have like a he didn't have an end product 90% of the time. There was occasions where he'd like fucking hammer one in, but he was exciting to watch. But his end product was not great most of the time, you know? Yeah. Thierry Henry, mate, for me, growing up, watching Thierry Henry was he was the most fun I've had watching Premier League football. Thierry Henry was different level. Yeah, Jermaine Defoe was class as well. Maxi was not consistent. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He'd have like he had a game against Everton. He was very good. He scored a nice volley against Man United. Like if Maxi was consistent, fair play, but he wasn't. To be honest, DJ, it's not the worst 20 quid you'll ever spend, but it's up to you, mate. Team of the season's in like 3 weeks, so it's worth it for 20 quid, mate. Yeah, for 20 quid, it's worth it. Yeah. Can't you hear you talk too loud? Because I got my head up in the clouds. Isaac. I mean, to be honest, mate, Isaac for Newcastle was excellent. How he went about his business leaving was. You should never do that. Never do that ever. Like, it's so unprofessional, and I can't for the life of me understand why Liverpool fans were so welcoming. Like, they welcomed him, and I don't understand why you would look at someone being so unprofessional and welcome him in when. Because if he does that to one team, he'll do it to another, right? Argument's sake, Barcelona or Real Madrid come knocking for Isaac. He does the same thing. Like, um, Premier League was fun. Nowadays, it's terrible. Yeah, yeah, it's awful. It's a poor. I mean, it's not a poor level of football. I just don't like the fact it's over officiated and overcoached. It's too stats driven and it's boring. Like, the days of players shooting from distance and scoring like 20, 30 yards, 40 yards is gone, mate. You know what I mean? Like, the Renegade days, Mavericks just fucking smashing balls in, mate. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird. I don't like it. We've got fucking players celebrating tackles, celebrating blocks. Fuck me, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we actually doing? Players doing huddles around referees, respecting the ball. Fuck me. Like, what are we actually doing? What are we doing? They are shit. Agree with that, yeah. Celebrating tackles and blocks is passion. I'll be honest, mate. This is going to sound like Roy Keane, but it's their job. It's their job. It's so shit. It's unbelievable. Corners and dead balls and 11 players in the box defending. Mate, do you know what it is, right? I was watching football a couple of weeks back, right? And I was looking at it and I was like, this is just like this is like watching people's champs runs. Watching football now is like playing FIFA. Hi from France, who will win the World Cup? What, are you saying that France are going to win the World Cup? Or are you asking me who I think's going to win the World Cup? Who will win the World Cup? Right, so I'm going to say Spain, right? Boring answer. Spain. Um, Dark horse outside chance, Portugal. Spain or Portugal for me. The French attack. um, I think it's very good, mate. Right, so who do you like? Obviously, as a Frenchman, who do you think leads your attack? Mbappe. Because I've seen a few Liverpool fans trying to get Ekatike in the World Cup squad, and I don't think Ekatike plays. As mad as it sounds, Ekatike don't play. Brazil to win. What reason is that for, though, Ben? What have you seen from Brazil? Is there any chance of England winning this one? Nah. No. No. I'll be honest with you, mate, right? And this might not be a popular opinion. I don't think our team's as good as people think it is. I really don't. Saint-Etienne, I do know that club, yeah. I do know that club. You feel like they're underrated? I mean, yeah. I mean, if you look at the skill level of the Brazilian team, now I'm not saying it's a bad team, but it's nowhere near as good as the fucking previous Brazilian teams, is it? Like, the Brazilian team that plays now doesn't strike fear into your mind like former Brazilian teams, you know what I mean? Fuck me, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they've got a good team, Ben. Yeah, don't get me wrong, mate, they do, but like, who would you boys say the French attack would be? Like, who starts for France? Um, I have no idea, Scooter. He might look good, mate. Because at the end of the day, right, Mbappe, Dembele, Ekatike, Elise. Hey, Sonic, how we doing, mate? Elise, Barcola, Barkler, Mbappe. Hey, EH, how we doing, mate? Dembele, Mbappe, Elise. So this is the thing, right? You've also got Dewey. Yeah, Dewey. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What promos at this week? Promo this week, mate, is Trophy Titans. The French attack is class. Who then plays in midfield for France? So I think we're all set on Dembele, Mbappe, and Alicia, right? They've obviously got Dewey to bring on. They've got Ekatike to bring on. Who's Spain's starting striker? Probably fucking Morata for like the 50th year in a row. Garcia, true. Camavinga, Tchouameni, and Kante. Do you think that's a bit too defensive, though, Ethan? He plays for Real Madrid, yeah. So if we're going French midfield, what are we saying, boys? What are we saying? French midfield. So yeah, we've already got Camavinga, Tchouameni, and Kante. I feel like that's too Rabiot, Kante. Because obviously it goes on what formation they play, right? So this is Didier Deschamps' last tournament because Zidane's taken over, isn't he? Zidane's taken over. I mean, they could do that, Ethan. Yeah, play like a Tchouameni, Kante, and then like a Dewey in the 10. Maybe. Or an Alicia in the 10. Could do. I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks it, but I don't think the England team's as good as people make out to be, you know. I really don't. What's the defence? They'll probably throw Theo Hernandez in there. Ferland Mendy's in there. They've got Saliba. They've got Meccano's in there. You know? Kunde right back. Big Mike, yeah. Oh yeah, but then you look at the depth of that team as well, Ethan. France have got an excellent team, right? But it's all about whether they can put it together. Because France have never had a bad team. France have never had a bad team. You know what I mean? France have never had a bad team. But for how good they have been over the years, you know, does Pogba get back in that team? Probably not. Probably not. He'll go, I think, but Mukiele has a chance of going. Probably not, mate. No, probably not. Probably not. I mean, look at the German team. We've made nearly 400k today, by the way. Germany fell off badly. I'd agree. But they've got the likes of Musiala, mate. And he's magic, so. Not that he's going to carry an entire team through a fucking World Cup, but. Italy never made it. They got knocked out by Bosnia last night. They got Pavard and Kunde at right back, yeah. What's mental is they've got brilliant players in defence, right? And that's probably their weakest position is probably in goal. France have an excellent depth, like they've got an excellent pool of players to pick from. Excellent pool. And this is what I'm on about with England, right? If you look at our team, like our like what are 30 players you're allowed to take? Our 30 players aren't even like your France is better than ours. Spain's better than ours. Any other countries you boys would say were better than ours, like as an entire squad? With more talent, no, as a group, Ethan, as a group, as a group. I would say France and Spain for sure. What about Holland? You done the play picks? Not yet, Harry, mate. No, not yet. Probably Argentina. Yep. Brazil. Portugal. You look at me. Look at that Portuguese team. That Portuguese team is fucking phenomenal. You know, like you think about it, right? Their fullbacks. It'll be Cancelo and Nuno Mendes. Right? You've got Bruno Fernandes in there. Rafael Leao's in there. I mean, I would say Lewis Hall's excellent, right? Lewis Hall is excellent. What a player he is. And he's up there. Would you say Lewis Hall's top 5? Yeah, but Trent isn't even in the squad, is he, League? Trent's not even in the squad at the minute. At the minute, it's Reece James and Tino. Like Portugal, for me, I don't think many people are looking at them. Lewis Hall is fantastic, yeah. Lewis Hall needs to start in that World Cup. He's the first proper left back we've had since Luke Shaw. And he proved, mate, like, for a game and a half against Lamine Yamal, he proved he could keep him quiet. Because Lamine Yamal did nothing. I know he scored 2 penalties, but he did nothing outside of that. Oh, here we go, chat. We've got one. Wrote the final. CDM. Right, so that is Caicedo. Who's this then? Caicedo and... Is that Morgan Gibbs-White? It is. Looks like a decent card, to be fair. Looks like a decent card. Only Nuno Mendes is a better left back in the world. Yeah, I think that's why I think that's why I think O'Reilly will be a midfielder. Because we lack in midfield, don't we? Like the actual central of like the centre of midfield. We've got what? Declan Rice, people say Adam Wharton, Elliot Anderson. Besides that, everybody else is a 10, right? You look at the likes of Bellingham and that. They're all 10s, aren't they? So I think O'Reilly comes into midfield. That for me anyway. There's Kante, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting because I'm going to try and do watch alongs for the World Cup. It's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to it. Centre back Brazil, Premier League. That's Gabriel. What's behind it? It'll be interesting to see how we play centre back. Really interesting. Yeah, so the issue, right, is that I've seen a lot from Adam Wharton, but is Adam Wharton being spoke about as a really good midfielder for England, right? Or is it that he is one of very few really good centre midfielders for England? Not really. Gladly, mate. No. If Colwell was for, he'd be in. I think we struggle at centre back because if Maguire and Gahey isn't there, I mean, we've got Conser. He's good. I like Conser. Stones is never fit. Um, Wharton is not world class. That's what I'm saying. See, I think Wharton's good, but I think you've got very good, and then you've got world class. I think he's like, if you had like 5 tiers of footballer, shit, decent, good, like very good, world class. He's like three. He's in the middle. Yeah. You don't think Conser's good enough? No. Interesting. Oh, he's not like Pedri of Vitinha. No, no. This is what I'm saying about England's team, mate. Right. So, um, if you look at Spain's backup, right, they've got Fabian Ruiz sitting there chilling, doing nothing. Right. You look at Portugal, they've got Vitinha, João Pedro. I mean, Ruben Neves are probably going that midfield. There's a few. There's a few players in there. They've got like Bruno Fernandes. They've got Bernardo Silva. You've got Rafael Leao. You've got Ronaldo will probably still play there. Like, mate, they've got fucking players over there. Tamori. Maguire starts ahead of Concert 100%. Maguire and Gahey will be the centre backs, right? There's also an argument for Luke Shaw's centre back. Not from me. There's also people saying Dan Burn for centre back. But hey, look, there's a few players. Um, Maguire and Gahey start 100%. 100%. Wrote the final guarantee pack. Right back. Right. This is like the 5th time we've got this guy. Is he the only one in these packs, by the way? Whipped and I anticipate. Not bad. Not bad at all. Wrote the final as a female card. Cam. Norway. Yeah. I think this is like the fucking 6th time we got this card as well. Decent card, but like, does anyone actually get Champions League cards out of these? Oh, that's what I'm saying though, League. That's what I'm saying, mate. Like, is people are hyping up this England team, right? As if it's one of the best teams in the world, and it's not. It's not. Like, we have flaws, very big flaws in the squad. You know what I mean? Like, it's just there's huge flaws in the fucking game, mate. In the team. Tomori would get in, yeah. We'll get the pick done. Do, 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 do. We'll get the pick done. We'll see if we can do any icons. Ba, 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 ba. But yeah, we'll be doing watch-alongs for the World Cup 100%. Can't wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Endless amounts of fodder chat. Right, we've got a 1 of 3, 89 plus, wrote the final player pick. Any chance of a good card here? Never is there? We'll take Troy Parrott, chat. We'll take Troy Parrott. Hey, Rick, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Appreciate that, lad. Marcelo. Hey, not too bad, that, mate. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're on a 1 of 3. Do we do this player pick, chat, or do we leave it? Are we leaving this, or? I want to do these icon upgrade things for so many Henrys from these. Yeah, I mean for 286 rated squads, right? This is not a bad pack at all. Not bad at all. If I go with it, oh, I mean fodder's not the issue. Like, if you know what it is, right? If I put all these 90s and all these 89s together, right, and built a few of these, we could probably get some good cards. The only problem is that we'd only get like 88 max. You know what I mean? I've done a fair few of these, and I got 2 Gerrards. Who did I get? If I go special, I got Matuidi last night. Yeah, we got Barnes and Gerrard twice out of 3. So do the second team 2 player pick. Yeah, and I mean with the amount of cards that are in that rotation, mate, it's going to be difficult to get them right. Tell you what I will do though. What I'm going to do, because these obviously are cards I've got, and we're just gonna. Right. Right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use the duplicate storage to do this. I think I need to do this more often, to be honest. To be honest, mate, I kind of agree. But again, it's part of the conversation I'm going to have, well, with myself in a YouTube video. I'm going to do a YouTube video tonight. And it's going to basically be about this game. Because there's a bit I've got to say about it. But if I talk about it in chat, I get sidelined and I get distracted from like my points and I end up talking about something else. But it's going to be one of the problems, right? And I'll mention this later on. One of the problems with this game is something that I think we all do, and it's by using third-party extensions, right? EA can't give us old pack weight with new style. It's the same as the TikTok, mate. Same as the TikTok. Um, they can't allow us to grind this game like old pack weight with new style methods. So they have to alter the pack weight because of the sheer amount of packs that people can build in a time. So if you look at it, right, if you go onto like Peel Tools, Auto SBC, FC Enhancer, there's also that Foot Genie there, right? There's a lot of stuff now that allows you to build things almost instantly. Yes, you've still got SBC bands, like soft bands and stuff, right? Yes, that's still a thing. But I can sit there and make 300 packs a day, 400 packs a day. Before that wasn't possible. I had to do it manually, right? And they obviously have to alter the weight for that. Because on average, people are opening now 10 to 20 times more packs a day because of these things. You know what I mean? Like, they can't just allow you free shot at an Mbappe every day. And I get it's frustrating, but it's also on the community too. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not... It is their fault in a sense, because they don't ban these things. They don't make it impossible for these things to work. But also, the community have to take a little bit of shit from that as well, you know? Exactly, League. Exactly. We all have Evo players better than most of these new wrote the final cards anyway. True. True. Exactly, Gladly. The thing is, though, like, they can't, like, I get what you're saying. People who don't use those things are being punished as well. Uh, no, exactly, Jack. But the thing is, though, right? Say, for instance, right? If no, exactly, Jack. The problem is, right? Is so. For instance, the biggest problem that people have in this game is they say store packs have ruined the game, right? But also, a lot of the time, how many times have you seen someone say, "Oh, I've been scammed again"? When you go to the store, you should be rewarded for going to the store because by spending money, you've effectively bought something, right? Store packs should be better. The amount of store packs in the store is what is outrageous, right? Store packs are a thing that make this game what it is because they have to sell microtransactions and all that type of stuff. I get that, right? But it's the sheer amount of packs in the store that is the issue. You know what I mean? Like 30, 40 quid a pack is ridiculous. Make the rewards worth playing. I agree. 100% they should. You got gauntlet rewards apart from perfect round. Can do, Alex. Yeah, can do, mate. To be honest, Gladly, right? I ran an RTG. This is the first year. This is the first year in the 4 years of streaming that I've not ran an RTG, right? You can do it now if you want, Alex. This is the first year I haven't ran an RTG, and my team isn't as good as it used to be. My team in previous years has been better than this. Every year, this is the first time I've spent money on the game since FIFA 17. RTGs were what I ran every single year. I remember last year, and I don't know if anyone was here for it that is still here now. You remember last year when they released Thunderstruck Kenny Dalglish, and they also released the a Player of the Month Mbappe at the same time. I didn't do Player of the Month Mbappe because I knew I was going to do the Kenny Dalglish SBC and Mbappe would get another one. That's what I did. Give me 1 second, mate. 1 second. Like, this year, it does seem a little impossible for RTGs. With Wildcardania from the 88 Icon player pick. Go on, lad. Give me 1 second, Alex. I'll do this player pick and we'll jump into your share play, alright? 1 of 3 89 plus foot birthday team 2 player pick, and we get Aitonori's not a bad one. Lacazette, no, and David will take Aitonori there. You know what it is, chat? We'll take that. Take that for sure. I would say so. I would still usable, yeah. I've been using it. He's class, mate. That Rodri is class. I'm just going to run toilet. We'll come back and do your share play, mate, yeah? 2 seconds. Okay. Content's now at 7 o'clock, isn't it? Content's now at 7 o'clock. Yeah, whenever you're ready, mate. Whenever you're ready. Yeah, I'll be on till 6. I won't be on till 7. You know what I mean? I won't be on till 7. Now, 1 of 587 plus player pick. Any chance you get someone good, mate? Hopefully you do. Nope. 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 That's crazy. Your main issue is the only thing in the game that gives you more players. 1 second, gladly, mate. I'll get back to your point in a second, alright? 1 of 488 plus player pick. Any chance? Florian Wirtz. Oh. Oh, Rodriguez. Oh. Gibbs White. Take that. Take that, mate. Not too bad. Yeah, I'll get back to your point in a second, gladly, alright, mate? Just gonna open these packs. Right wing. Oh. You're not gonna send that to you. The love is here right now. It's an Ollie. What a FIFA song, yeah, it's class. All I got. Oh, go on. Champions League card. Centre back. Right. Pacho. Who's this then, chat? Got Pacho and I didn't see the second team there. Who's that then? Oh, right, yeah. I mean, he's not awful, but Araujo. Yeah, if you boys are on TikTok or you're on a different platform, you want to jump over to Twitch, feel free to do so, by the way. The Twitch is the same name as every other platform. Equally, if you want to watch on YouTube, you're more than welcome to. 85.5 and nothing. Wow. Wow. So special. Oh, way. Getting done over here, mate. You're getting done over. FIFA 13. Unreal game. Unreal. 86 times 10. This is from the Gauntlet, I think. Right. Not a bad card, but I wouldn't be racing out to buy him, I'll tell you that much. And that is... Who's that then? Yep. Cold. Not too bad, mate. Not too bad. I mean, you got a lot of fodder, if nothing else. You know what I mean? You got a lot of fodder there, if nothing else. FIFA 12 songs were the best. I think, mate, I think the music on FIFA as well has gone downhill. Do you know what I mean? I think even the music's fell off. Like, although we have nearly made like 350k, I think today. I've got all this to sell and we've made a lot. So, made the music for a long time's been bad. The music for a long time's been bad. So, I'll never give it up. Is any of these even worth doing? Like, genuinely, is any of this worth doing? We'll do one of these only because I've got so much fodder. I need to clear out the dupe storage, so. Oh, we don't do song requests, mate, because if I play one song for you, I've got to play them for everybody else, you know? So, I'd rather not, you know? Apologies, mate. Oh. Is there any content coming tonight? I have no idea, mate. I have no idea. Probably. We've got so many cards. Oh, yeah, it's an 89 rate. It's got what am I doing? Sorry, chat. Yeah, we've got a lot of fodder, mate. I'll never want a thing to change. How? I do premium mixed league upgrades all the time, mate. I need to keep that. Yeah, I do premium mixed league upgrades all the time. They tend to give me all the fodder I need, I'll be honest. Wonder, take every time. There's a video on the YouTube channel how to do it, mate. It's called Premium Mixed League Upgrades. It's on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is exactly the same name as the TikTok. If you ever want to go and check that out. The dishing out of XP seems non-existent now. True. True. Your main issue is the only thing in the game that gives you more players than you put in. Yeah, but it's not about how many players you put in, though. So the premium mixed league upgrades, mate, are excellent for grinding, whether people want to do them or not. That's how we build our club out, right? And it's not about how many you put into how many you get back. That's not how it works. Because that's never going to be a good thing. And if you're looking at that, then you're never going to get any good things. It's pointless looking at how many cards you get back for how many you put in. But if you look at the premium mixed league SBC upgrade grind, you make so many coins and you get so much fodder back from it. It's essentially a free grind, is what it is. You know? Like, if you put 9 hours, for instance, if you put 9 hours into premium mixed league upgrades, mate, you'd come out with more than you would at the objectives. Again, it's all about what you're willing to do, though, you know? Like, should I be handing in all these 89s? No. Probably not. But we're doing it for content, so. You have to make sure you're selling your rares, though, to make your coins back. Like, honestly, if you want to get, like, unlimited fodder, unlimited packs, the Swedish GOAT might be a team of the week. Seb Larson back in the game, like, oh, what's going on there then? Like that Dembele, for instance, right? I've got the winter wildcards. I don't need that one. Ollie Watkins is never getting game time. Wrighton's probably not getting used. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah. Think you're forgetting Jokeres? Cold. Cold. I'll be honest, I think Henrik Larsson's a better Swedish striker than him. In fact, I don't think, I know he is. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, by the way, Jokeres is in Team of the Week. He is. How do you get so many coins? Would it shock you, mate, if I told you that I had more coins than this the other day? I actually spent 2 million coins on store packs the other day just for fun. Just for banter. I just do premium mixed league upgrades, Dylan. Honest answer, mate. Premium mixed league upgrades. That's all I do. The video, if you want to watch it, mate, is on YouTube. YouTube's exactly the same as the TikTok, by the way. Yeah, I'll show you the team. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Yeah, I had like nearly 4 million coins the other day, so. That's a Sunderland Evo team that we have. It's actually very good, but. This is what other people would call the main team. This is just cards that we've either packed or like got the SBCs of along the way, you know? We've got them as well. Going to grab another bottle of water, chap. 2 seconds. But yeah, that is the team. That'll be 2 seconds. You're doing a Forest P&P. Pat wrote at the final, Musiala and Shermany both over a mil. What is that? Tradable or untradeable? Untradeable. You're not using for gauntlet teams though. You're not using for gauntlet teams. That's what I do with all these players. The Sunderland team is the main team. Oh yeah, I mean I spent 2 million coins on store packs the other day. Yeah, I spent 2 million coins, mate. Maybe 2.5 million. I'd have been over 4 million by now. Easily. I did it just for fun though. Because at the end of the day, mate, coins are free. And I started this stream on 1.46 million coins. 1.46 million coins. I've only been live for just over 2 hours. And I've got nearly 1.8. So I've made 350k just on this stream alone in 2 hours. It's not difficult at all. It does take a little bit of time, but just from premium mixed league upgrades, yeah. Yeah. And obviously, if you have what they're called, like third party fucking tools like auto SBC, FC enhancer, peel tools, that type of stuff, it's going to make it far easier for you. But yeah, it's entirely possible. Yeah, I do this every single stream, Dylan. Like, so I'll build loads of packs off stream later on tonight. Then on stream tomorrow, we'll open them and we'll make more coins. And it is what it is. Hey BN, how we doing, mate? Yeah, I do this every single day, mate. That I'm live every day. Yeah, our fodder's running low at the minute. It's pointless giving you a shout out, BN, because if I give you a shout out, right, no one knows who you are, so they're not going to follow you. That's the problem, mate. You wouldn't be gaining followers. You wouldn't be gaining followers for your content. You'd be gaining followers for someone shouting you out, and it's actually counterproductive. That actually hurts your channel. It actually hurts your channel. If you did it manually, how many coins do you reckon you can make in 3 hours? Well, it depends on what you pack. You might pack Mbappe tradable. There's no answer to that question, mate, really. Oh. Yeah, there's really no answer to that question yet. There's only one way to find that out. Into nobody, so nobody see. Hold me close up, please. Right. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. This doesn't take into consideration all the other fodder that we have. We've got all the other fodder, like all the other like promo cards we've been getting along the way. And all the 83s and stuff. If I had one thing right, it was you and me. Fair enough. Ba, 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 ba. So just with fodder today, we've done quite a lot. Now 1 of 4 88 plus icon encore pick. These are supposed to be very good. Pele, yeah, fair enough. We'll take that, chat. We will take that, Pele. Do you know what it is? Watch out for that on TikTok. That's going to bang. Yeah, Fez. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, go on, Ethan, lad. Yeah, these things happen, mate. These things happen. I was honestly expecting that to be absolutely shit. I did it just for content. I did that just for content. Oh, shit, chat. He doesn't have a tiki-taka. He's so shit, chat. He doesn't have tiki-taka. What was that from? The 1 of 4 88 plus encore pick? Now, what is he normally? Explosive. Nice pull, yeah. It's crazy, mate. Fucking crazy. Crazy card. Yeah, Fez. Got to be in it to win it. That's what I'm saying. So that's a prime example, Gladly, mate, of you might not pack anything. So do you know all those cards that I put in, they were all shit, weren't they? All the cards I put into that icon player pick was shit, right? That was grinded through the Premium Mixed League upgrades. I also made 350k, then I packed Pele, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, the playstyle Evo today. What are you after, though? You just packed Kudos from the FUT birthday pick. Is he any good? Yeah, he's very good, mate. Yeah. I like him. He's very good. I like him. Bad at all. I'll show you mine, mate, and you can copy off mine if you want. You obviously don't have to, but that's mine. That's what I put on him. I put whipped on him because I like crossing the ball a little bit. How did you get Pele? I've just got him from a 1 of 4 88 plus icon player pick. Didn't realize how easy these league upgrades are. You've just done. Are you doing the premium ones, Dylan? Are you doing the premium ones? Yeah. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, champion. Who's your favorite player in your team? Um, Pedri's pretty good. Yeah, Pedri's insane, mate. Pedri's insane. Hey, Osula, how we doing, mate? How are we? Good, sir. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see um if we can get another icon done at 6 when this stuff refreshes. So what I'm gonna do is take a screenshot of the team like we always do, and I'm gonna use that. Doing great. Cheers. No worries, mate. Good to hear you're doing well, lad. I'm gonna put that on the screen while I'm building more packs on the web app. All right. Honestly, I would recommend going onto the YouTube channel, mate, and having a look to see how to do premium mixed league upgrades. And I would just do that if I was you, genuinely. Use your 550k to make more coins, and you might pack one. I wouldn't honestly, right? I genuinely would never spend your coins on tradable cards. Never. It's a waste of coins. I genuinely would never buy cards. Never would buy them. Genuinely wouldn't. The only cards I buy are for League SBCs, and that's it. There's a video of it on the YouTube channel, ISA. It's the most recent video we uploaded. I think it's how to make unlimited like 88 encore icon packs. It's in there. We also open some icon packs on there as well. So power shots are broken. I know. Yeah, I know. I've been ripping them, mate. I've been ripping power shots. They're class. You play pro clubs that don't, mate. No. Have you got a phone, Gladly? A mobile? Yeah, no worries, Osula. You can do it on your on the Google Chrome app, you know. You just need to download the right extensions. I don't know how to do it on mobile though. You would have to watch the video ISA. You'd have to watch the video on the YouTube channel. It's the latest video we've uploaded. It's called Unlimited Icon Pack Method. You'd have to watch that video. Do you know what it is, Gladly, mate? All you would need is Auto SBC if you can get that onto your Google Chrome extension, right? All you would have to do is buy the cards on the console as you normally would, and then use Auto SBC to build them quicker. Honestly, mate. I mean, there are things like that would buy cards for you, but there's always a risk with that. What does the Premium Mixed League upgrades do? Hey, have a good one, Oscar, mate. Have a good one. What does the Premium Mixed League upgrades do? It's just like a repeatable set of packs, mate, that give you loads of fodder, coins, stuff like that. Very easy to do. Very, very easy to do. I use it every single day at ISA, right? And we were up to like nearly 4 million coins at one point. For a laugh, I spent 2 million coins on store packs. So, because I knew I could replace the coins quite easily. And it'll be even easier during team of the season. Bit of banter in it. There's not really any Newcastle players in the squad, mate. Purely because there's none of the cards good enough. To be fair, I wouldn't be playing anybody, mate. Content's about to come out. I don't really play viewers either. I'll be honest. I don't really play that game that much. I know you've got Alan Shearer coming out on Friday, mate. I know that. You've got Shearer on Friday, part of the Trophy Titans. I do know you've got Shearer. So that should be a good one for you. You got Hullett as well. Technically managed the club, so. Oh, honestly, Gladly, mate. I'll be honest with you. All you have to do, mate, is just do a couple of runs of League SBCs. You'll definitely make coins every time as well. I promise you that. Yeah. So Shearer and Hullett are coming out on Friday. They're in packs. Listen, ISA, I've told you before. Don't stop. Don't keep asking. I promise you, I'll just ban you. I've told you about 4 or 5 times now. I'm in Division 3, mate. Division 3. One second, chat. There we are. Let's hide him. One second, chat. Yeah, I never really played the game, to be honest, mate. If I'm being honest with you, never really play it. I was nearly in Division 2, but I stopped playing for a bit. I'll get the SBCs in a second, alright, chat? You can't get out of 5, mate. It's a war zone down there. What happens is, mate, people don't get out of the... Like, they stay in divisions like that because it's easy for them. Is what happens. How are we doing, David, mate? You good? But yeah, people stay in division like 4 and 5 because it's easy for them. You know what I mean? Sad, really, but... Games crash? Lovely. I was in 5 for a while. And then I almost got a 2. You know, before this season came out, I was like 1 or 2 wins off of Division 2. I won't be checking DMs, mate. Put it in the actual Discord itself, but I don't read Discord DMs, mate. Any players? Oh, stay in your mind. Silas. Ooh. Are we all right? 5 gold cards for 3 bronze. Hey, how we doing, Barnsley, mate? How we doing, Ryan? How we doing, good sir? Fucking hell. It's crazy, innit, Ellis? Like, they think they're funny. The new bronze pack in SBCs gives an 81 times 10 in the dab celebration. Interesting. Interesting. What, do they think that's funny, do they? Crazy. Crazy. They've got a weird sense of humor over there in Vancouver, haven't they? I didn't need it anyway. Right, so what's in this? 83s. Got ya. You know what? Why didn't it? I wanted that. I wanted that. Anything decent to do? You hand in 5 gold cards, made for an 81 times 10 and a dab celebration if you want. Why did people not leave it 5-0 down? Don't know, mate. New campaign pick? I think so, mate. Yeah, I think so. We're going to get it done now. I mean, you do get the 3 bronze rares. That it's tradable as well, so I mean, it's a fun little 10k, isn't it, really? We packed Pele today, by the way, Sergio. We got Pele, so. What was that from the Premium Mixed League upgrades? Gladly, yeah. I didn't need it anyway. You got Rodri, go on. From the bronze pack. Oh, well, that's alright, isn't it? It's not too bad. Right, so. I think what I'm gonna do, right? I think what I'm gonna do now is off stream build up so many packs and only open the tradable ones on stream, open the untradable ones off stream, and try and fill the club up with as much fodder as I possibly can. Just to make it more fun for people to watch. Because I understand watching me open packs is not the fucking most fun thing in the world, but that's Suarez I'm never going to use. To be honest, Ellis, I get it. Like, Gwyn I'm never going to use. Janssen I'm never going to use. Never going to use. Need a team of the week. So what I'm going to have to do, I think. Oh, that's way too many. That's way too many. What are we doing? Hey, Clutch, how we doing, mate? How we doing, good sir? Yeah, but the cards are untradeable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter how much these cards are. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to Evo that card. I'm never going to use that card. He's only 700k because you can Evo him. I'm never going to use that card. We oversold that for fucking sure. Look at that. Wow. You know what I mean? I only Evo Sunderland cards, and the non-Sunderland cards I Evo are cards I've really enjoyed using this game. So, to be honest, Aaron, there's not many creators giving up on the game. They're just not uploading certain things, which was the misconception. So, Pi said that he's not uploading the game on his main channel anymore, and Skills said that he was not uploading his RTG anymore. They're both still playing the game. Do you know what I mean? So it's not a case of giving up on the game. It's just a case of like doing content differently, you know? Which I get. Which I get. I mean, the Evo might come out at 7 o'clock, mate, you know? I mean, in a sense of speaking, mate, yeah, it is. But the it's one of those where like people can do what they want, obviously, right? But the problem comes when like at the end of the day, mate, if one creator stops playing, it's not going to change how this game's ran. And if all the creators stop playing this game, the game's still going to be good. Like, still going to get made, and they're still going to make a lot of money from the game. Because the misconception about this game is that people think because creators put money on the game, once they stop, the game will go downhill. That won't happen. Yeah, still going to get played. Because the majority of the player base of this game don't actually watch creators. Um, and that's where the money comes from. The casuals who don't understand these things. A casual doesn't know that there's a casual won't know kickoff glitches, bugs in the game. Like casuals have no idea about that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like they have no clue. And like people say, right? Like they're like, oh well, if something comes out, we'll give it a try. And I think what it is, to be honest, I think there's a lot of stuff, Aaron. I think the amount of packs that are in the store, we spoke about it earlier. The amount of packs that are in the store, um, is atrocious. The amount that they charge for them packs is atrocious. Um, 30 quid, mate. 30 quid for packs. Disgraceful. Um, and there's a new Bale inspired Evo coming apparently. Um, the thing is though, Ellis, I agree with you. You don't get what you like. What you I would say you don't get anywhere near what you should get, right? But it's in the end of the day, they're not a scam, are they? Because you get exactly what they tell you you're gonna get, which is the loophole. I also think, right? I also think, Aaron, the community have a lot to do with it, mate. Because how many times would you have been enjoying your game and then you play against some knob who starts doing all these like broken mechanics? You know what I mean? I do think the community have got to take a lot of responsibility as well. Like there's a lot of responsibility on the community as well because of how the community play this game. Remove playstyles and bring back attributes. Also, well, attributes have always been a thing. Um, the thing is though, with that Zach, right, is what the only way, because they're never going to get rid of playstyles, right? They're never going to get rid of playstyles. So the only way you can then have playstyles make sense is have stats that match the playstyles. So if you want ping pass, you've got to have short passing and vision to like 80 to 85. Or if you want like say for instance anticipate, you've got to have defensive awareness and stand tackle to like 85 at least, right? To unlock the ability to then use anticipate. But they will never do that. They do it in Madden, but they won't in this. Yeah, and also, right, Aaron, the problem is, mate, is with I think evos are the best and the worst thing we have. The best thing is because it gets everyone involved, everyone likes them. You can have cards how you want, but the problem is, Foot Birthday exposed evos in it exposed promos in the sense that now any promo that follows Foot Birthday will not be good anymore. No cards are relevant apart from like one or two. For instance, that Mbappe is class, but if you've got one of the cards that you've evoed, it's got all the playstyles you want, right? There's only like one or two cards from this promo you want. And I think the big thing from FIFA, I think while this FIFA hurts more, is because it started off so well. Everything that they promised us in the summer was exactly what this game was released as, right? This game was released as a manual defending game, which it was. You could pass and shoot and all that type of stuff manually. It was class. When they started patching the game, though, and again, it was based on community feedback. So what the community were telling them, they were implementing in the game, right? And now look what kind of game we've got. No, exactly, Aaron. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I used to enjoy playing Divisions, mate. It was class. 1 second, boys. All right, 1 of 4, 88 plus campaign, mixed player pick. To Stegen, nope. Nope. Kyle Walker. I mean, I'll take a Kyle Walker, to be fair. I wanted a Granite Xhaka, I'll be honest. The problem is, right, and so we've been talking about FIFA all day, right? And everyone's got a different idea. And so like we'll talk about from the other side, right? Imagine your EA Sports, right? Imagine your EA Sports. And you're making a game that you're making multi-millions on a week, right? Multi-millions. So from a financial point of view, if you've got like, so say for instance, if you've got a product, right, you're making multiple millions on a week, right? You're looking at it going, fucking hell, they're buying it. Like, we're selling units every day, we're selling units every week. They obviously must like something, right? If you're shifting multi-million pounds worth of stuff a week, there's obviously a market, right? Right? So and then you're getting feedback. So what do you do, right? If you've released a product, like say FIFA, you've released a product, right? And you're getting a lot of feedback on that product saying, and it's mainly from casuals, granted, right? But defending's too hard. So would you rather um side with the majority of player and go with the casuals, right? Because the casuals make up like 90 to 95% of this game, yeah? So would you rather side with the casuals and patch that game and make it more playable for them, or would you side with the 5% and go, all right, well, we need to keep it the way it is? You know what I mean? That's the issue EA have got. What's the content today? We got Encores. How's your day going? Not too bad, mate. How's your day going? Um, we got a little bit of content, nothing major. I think the rest of the content comes out at 7 o'clock. The content comes out at 7, I think. No, exactly, Aaron. I agree with you. It's frustrating, mate. It's frustrating. But I think what a lot of people do is they go, oh, this game's shit because I can't do X, Y, and Z. They don't look at it as like, because you've got to understand what they do, don't you? How would you feel as a company that you're asking something from? So if you've got people coming to you every single day, right, saying to you, your product's shit, but they don't tell you what's wrong with the product. They don't give you so they don't go, oh, we would prefer if it did this, or we want this. They just go, your stuff's shit. Where do you go from there? Where do you go from there? Like, oh, your product's shit. All right. So you just disregard their opinion, don't you? Because if they're coming to you with no constructive feedback and they're just telling you something shit, they've got nothing to give you. You know what I mean? Like, it, you got to look at it from their side as well. Because if they're making so much money, there can't be truly something wrong with the game in their eyes, right? Because why would you be making multi-million pounds a week on something that was faulty or something that wasn't good and wasn't fun to play? If you look at it from their analytics, their point of view, people logging in, people completing SBCs, how many daily players they have. It's all right for like, so how many content creators have we had? 5? Hand in videos saying, oh, well, I don't like this game, I don't like where it's going and stuff, right? 5 or 6? If they look at that 5 or 6 in an overall standpoint of millions of people playing the game, then they're not gonna. I know the creators have more influence or more like say in a community, but I don't think people realize how little a creator's voice matters in the grand scheme of things. Like, look at how vocal a lot of creators have been over the years, and what have those creators actually had changed in the game? It's been going on for years. It's been going on for years, and there's been hardly anything, if anything, changed. Do you know what I mean? Hardly anything, if anything. I did, Len. I spent 2 million coins for banter on store packs. This Russo I'm going to hand in here is a duplicate because I packed one and I'm going to use it as fodder. Um, Onabatil can go. Chiram can go. Laporte can go. Um, there's a lot of these cards that can go, I'll be honest with you, but I don't know who to. You can go, you can go, you can go. Oh, right. We're going to do another icon pick because, well, the last one we got Pele out of, so. We got 96 Pele out of the last one, so we'll do it again. If we get shafted, we get shafted, but. We got everything you wanted. You got everything you need. I'm going to do this icon pick and then we're going to jump off because I am tired. I need food. I haven't eaten today and I should have. That's my fault, chat. That's my fault. Prince can go. Heaps can go. I've got that Kachawi, so I can get rid of this one. You can go. You can go. A lot of these cards are fucking useless, aren't they, chat? But we've got to keep some for what they're called, gauntlet and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, there's a lot, Aaron. There's a lot, mate. I'm thinking about making a YouTube video tonight about like what I think about the game, and I'll be honest with you, mate. My views on this game aren't as harsh or severe as other people's because I do believe, as much as there is a lot wrong with this game, I do believe the community make it far worse to play. Because at the end of the day, mate, right? Look at how ridiculously sweaty all your games are. And you look at, for instance, you look at the formations people play, the evos people do, how they play the game. EA don't control that. And it's a weak cop out for anyone to say EA allow it. Because people who play like that based on their decision to play the game like that, you know? They make it far worse to play this game. Far worse. And it's a weak argument to say otherwise. You know what I mean? Like, those creators complain too much. Which one's Zidane? Which one's he on about, mate? Exactly, Aaron. So imagine how much better your gaming experience would be on this game. Obviously, granted, there's flaws in the game. I understand that. But given how much more fun would you have playing this game if people didn't play the way they played? You'd have a lot more fun, wouldn't you? You'd have so much more fun. Yeah, but in EA9 Skills videos, Zidane, he said that he was going to continue to play the game. So it's not like he's trying to deceive anybody. You know what I mean? Exactly, Aaron, and that's how I see it, mate. For me, for Zidane, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. For all the flaws in this game, it is still made exceptionally harder by people who play the game and how they play it. And at the end of the day, that is down to the community. That's not down to EA Sports. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much that EA can control. And it's hilarious that the player base doesn't take any accountability for it at all. They just blame EA because it's easy to do. The player base, right, asked for more objectives, more things to grind in the game, right? They get them. Now there's too much. Now there's too much to do. The content's overwhelming. Like, what do you want? Like, genuinely, what do you want? Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to do everything. You can choose to do whatever you want. But people have, like, they've got FOMO. They've got fear of missing out. They want to play certain tournaments because they want to open packs. And why do they want to open packs? In case they pack something. And what it is, it's not EA's fault. You know what I mean? They give us this year exactly what we asked for. Granted, they've changed a lot of it based on community feedback, but again, it just is what it is, mate, you know? Exactly, gladly. And so the thing is, they said at the beginning of this game that not all content is for everybody, right? Like, if you didn't play Weekend League and you put your time into Premium Mixed League upgrades, you'd probably make more coins and get more fodder. Well, for you, Mbappe is bad this FIFA. How, like, what division are you winning? How many wins do you get in a Weekend League, mate? So I don't want to be that guy, mate. But I feel like if you can't get on with Mbappe, it might be a skill issue. I'm not too sure. And there's nothing wrong with that, mate. You know, I have a skill issue too. You play him on the left. Might be why. Try and play him down the middle. Try him out down the middle. It also depends on whether you like players like that. Because if you're more of a technical dribbler, you're not going to get on with him, are you? Because he's more of a pace thing, you know. You've got R9 in the middle. Should you play 4-4-2? I mean, what you should do, mate, is find a formation that you like and then find players that fit that formation. That's what you should do. Hey, thank you very much for the follow as well there, mate. Appreciate that, lad. Like, do you like attacking down the middle? Do you like attacking out wide? Like, yeah. So 4-4-2, mate. That might do you well. Might do you well. That. Yeah, that's exactly it, though, Aaron. Like, people take things way too like. Everything in this game now is just sweaty, sweaty games. And we all know the issue for that. You know what I mean? Like, Casemiro gone, don't need him. Anko gone. What game is this? FC26, mate. Ba, 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 ba. It's always attack and defend for your life. Yeah. The way the game is now, mate. And it will be until something's changed. What that change is, I've got no idea. Yeah, because FC26, this isn't FC26 mobile, mate. This is FC26 on the PS5. You got 11 wins, I got 12 wins, but there's plenty out there that don't even qualify or get one win. Yeah, exactly, Gladly. Exactly, mate. That's the thing. Like, people think that getting like 9 wins is bad. It's really not. To be honest, Omar, that might make the game worse. Because I mean, you know how, like, you know how people play this game. Remember when there was a first to 2 objective and you had to score twice in the thing and everyone was leaving at 1-0 so people couldn't get the second goal? You know how mental that is? Yeah. And to be honest, Aaron, like, I like FIFA as well. I do not play this game off stream. I don't. I play Arc Rivals, Arc Raiders. I play Apex Legends. Um, I do not play this game. Genuinely, after playing this game, it's just I don't know how to describe it. Like, it doesn't Like, I have so much more fun playing other games, but the problem is I can't play those other games on stream because I can't communicate with the chat how I want to. You know what I mean? Van der Ven is fast. Oh yeah, mate. Mickey Van der Ven's class, right? And everyone's going to use Mickey Van der Ven. It's another thing I was talking about, right? So, like, people will evo cards like Van der Ven and then complain the game's repetitive, right? You know what I mean? Like, they'll have an evo team. They've got all the same evos as everybody else, but then they'll complain the game's boring and repetitive. Because people can't think for themselves. They've got to do the new meta evo because they can't think for themselves, you know? Now, what I mean by that, though, Aaron, is no worries, John, no worries. What I mean is, we know when everyone's got like the Theo Hernandez, they do the Joe Linton, they do the Pina, they do all, you know, all the evos you see in everybody's team. Yeah, Theo Hernandez and that, like they do the same evos as everybody else. And you know when you play champs, every single team looks the same. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, people can't think for themselves. They can't. And it's hilarious. Because the very same people that do those evos are the same ones complaining that the game's boring. And it is quite hilarious. On PlayStation, if you want, John. And that's the thing, though. You got Claudia Pina. Like, in a lot of teams, mate, there's no originality. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you don't have to have her. I know people who get 15 and 0 without her. My brother, for instance, right, is elite at this game. He gets 15 and 0 playing a 3-back, right? 15 and 0 with a 3-back in a Newcastle past and present because he supports Newcastle. Oh, he's untradeable, John. He's untradeable, mate. It doesn't matter. Right, we've got another 1 of 4 88 plus Encore icon pick. Any chance? Yeah, we got shafted this time. Bit of an L, that. Um, but we got Pelly in the last one, so it's all right. Never used Pina. I don't have Pina either. Caught up in the rodeo. Oh no, please. How many wins do you get? To be honest, mate, last time I played, I got 10 wins. But I play golden goal. So most times I'll play weekend league. If I concede first, I'll just leave. I got 8 wins last time I played. I got 10 wins the time before that. In the first week, I got 12. It's Ekatike, by the way. But yeah, like the yeah, I'm gonna end the stream because I am tired. I'm gonna go and get some food. I'll be back tomorrow, boys. Probably around like 2 or 3 o'clock, I think. That's UK time, by the way. If you are new, boys, make sure you drop a follow. I'm gonna try and get a YouTube video out for tonight. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm gonna try. If I don't, it'll be out tomorrow. Um, but yeah, if you are new, boys, make sure you do drop a follow. TikTok, I'll catch you boys tomorrow. Thank you very much for today. Bye bye now. All right, that's TikTok sent away. Um, Twitch, we're gonna go and raid Mezzy. YouTube, we're just gonna end the stream. But yeah, I'm gonna go and raid Mez because he's an absolute legend. If you're on any platform, make sure you go and search Mezzy like right now and go and watch him. It's Mezzy. We're gonna go and raid Mezzy now. He's live on he's doing FIFA. But yeah. I'll catch you boys tomorrow, alright? Thank you very much for today. I'll catch you boys tomorrow, alright? Bye bye now.